Nice.
Hammered.
Hello there, movie fans, and welcome to another More Movies Reacts. My name is Greg Fisher, his name's David Roberts, and in these videos we like to watch a trailer for a forthcoming movie, react to it, have a little chat about it, all those sort of things. How are you doing, Dave?
I'm pretty damn good, sir. Pretty damn good. How are you?
I've been worse. I have been worse, I've got to tell you. Today I thought it would be fun to react to the new trailer for the forthcoming Netflix movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, obviously a very famous series of films. Started out way back when with Tobe Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's back in 1974, was the original. You had the follow-up in the 80s, I think it was 1986, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Dennis Hopper and an incredibly large chainsaw. It's like he was compensated for something with that, you know. So, you know, we had Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 in 1990. You know, it's kind of flagging a little bit then. But you've had other ones done. 2003, they did a remake, an official remake. In 2017, they did one called Leatherface. Going back to the 90s again, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. In 2006, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. So they keep throwing the darts at the dartboard, hoping for a bullseye.
That's a bullseye!
Looks like Netflix have got hold of the property now, and they've done another version of it. Do you know anything about this Netflix version?
Not really. Obviously, as you say, it's one of them. It's been done to death over the years. This is the 9th installment at this point, which is, you know, ridiculous. I remember the remake in the early 2000s because there was a few at the time, wasn't there? They tried doing a few of them again, like old classic horrors. But yeah, I mean, this one's like they tried to reboot it so many times. It's like... Yeah,
the first film's brilliant. I think it's like a piece of horror genius. Very creepy, very much, you know, that ending is just excellent. It's a talk about building anxiety and tension right to the very last few frames of the film. And then he just stands there in the middle of the road, just doing a crazy wield of the chainsaw. I mean, if that doesn't spell crazy, nothing does. Anyway, let's watch the trailer. Let's find out what Netflix have done with it. Roll VT. Straight in there. Looks like she's running away from something scary. She looks a bit like Margot Robbie, doesn't she?
Yeah.
A little bit.
So Harlow is a ghost town.
We have a vision for this place.
It's always a weird town in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
I don't want to live here. This is a chance for people to start fresh
Central.
somewhere.
Trope City.
Somewhere safe. Hey guys, you should see this.
What are you doing in our house?
Uh-oh.
You really shouldn't be here.
Bloody hell.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Hammered. He was.
Hammered, yeah, absolutely.
This is Hardesty.
Sally, I'm afraid your old friend's back.
Which one? Chains? Say
50 years I've been waiting for this night. Just to see him again.
My God, that is not the girl from the original film, is it? We'll find out afterwards.
Leatherface. Looks like it's you that he wants.
I'm not gonna let him kill you. Fear no evil. Fear no evil.
anything and you're canceled, bro.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck.
Out of blood. Netflix.
So there we go. Pretty much same old shit as far as I'm concerned.
It looked crap. It looks like they've tried to do what they did with Halloween, where it's like a mix of a reboot and a sequel to the original film. There's obviously references back in there. But
looks like they pulled that character from the first film, who was the girl who escaped at the end. Is she supposed to be that person that takes the kids back to go and get Leatherface? By the look of it,
by the looks of it, that's what I would guess. But yeah, just typical kind of. Yeah. So it looks like they tried to do that, but it doesn't look like it works here. And yeah, it just looks a bit crap.
I mean, it's probably, it does what it says on the tin. It's got loads of horrific, murders in there, and Leatherface going wild with his hammer, chucking his hammer about, blasting it through people's heads. He's got the chainsaw going. You've got a whole new bunch of kids that are going to get murked for it. They're obviously playing on that whole thing of the cancel culture. Try anything with me, you get cancelled, and he's just going to rip them all apart on the bus. But it's a bit like, meh. If you ask me, a lot of this regurgitated horror is the best new horrors I've seen are the new horrors, as the stuff we've talked about before, the Ari Aster stuff, or stuff that's new and fresh and it's got some new ideas going for it. Regurgitating this old stuff, unless you do something dramatically different and fresh with it, I just don't see the point.
I think the thing is as well, it's like there was a shock value back in the 70s with the violence, which hadn't been seen on screen with some of these horrors, but it was nowhere near to the extent that it's done here. And they were still kind of using the kind of thriller elements and the tension building along with that violence. Yeah. Here it just goes straight into the violence. And of course, at this point, you've got to go to the nth degree to portray that violence on screen, and it's just a bit cheesy and tasteless garbage.
Cheesy, tasteless garbage. That'll probably appeal to a lot of people. In the original film, it used tension. It was like you say, the first time we'd ever seen kind of gore like that. Those video nasties from that sort of period, it was the first time you're going to see all that blood all the time, because the sensors kind of lightened up a bit. But I also think there's something to be said from the performances. If you remember that original family from the first film, all those individual performances were building up that sort of like creepy tension throughout.
Yeah.
And that added to it, whereas like you say with this, it's just let's just get a bunch of fresh-faced kids, put them in a creepy town in the middle of nowhere and let Leatherface loose.
I also think, looking at it, it seems a thing with Netflix, probably ever since Stranger Things, and maybe a few other things as well, that they kind of go, okay, we're kind of doing this throwback thing, so we're going to just douse everything in neon and darkness. We saw that last year with that trilogy of films they did, Fear Street.
Yeah, Fear Street films.
Which was quite enjoyable. That's a different thing. But it seems like a trope they're going to now a lot is this kind of, it's that particular look, as if it's like a music video or something. And I don't think it works, not when you're trying to be serious.
Well, the original film was an indie film. It was very grainy. It was probably shot on a very small budget, and it was made on talent. Like you say, this is made on sort of like, Netflix money and neon lights. I mean, the thing with Fear Street was those books had never been done before. And even though they kind of reference a lot of different horror franchises and properties and tropes, it was kind of enjoyable because it was something new. They did something new with all that, I found anyway.
It's a fresh story.
But yeah, this is, like you said, tasteless, cheesy garbage. I think you nailed it. What do you guys think? Are you fans of this property, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as a whole? I mean, there's been so many films done. Some of them are great, some of them not so great. of course. I mean, I do like the Dennis Hopper sequel. Just it's a terrible film, but it's one of those films that's so bad it's good. You know, it's got some good fun in there. I think none of them measure up to the original Tobe Hooper film. So, what do you guys think? Leave us a comment. Let us know. Maybe we're off the mark on this one and people are excited about it. Who knows? We will watch it. It's on Netflix. I'll probably give it a spin. It's not put me off watching it. I'll watch it to see how bad it is. But I'm not excited for it. I'm not thinking, oh, great, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. It's kind of like, meh. That's what More Movie says. More meh on this one, the movie. Well, there we go, Dave. I think we're all cleaned up there. We'll just move along. We'll leave it there. I'm going to put a fresh chain on my Husqvarna, head out into the woods and cut down a tree. Such is my frustration at this diabolical trailer.
That's it for this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And remember to like, share and subscribe right here on YouTube. For more film reviews and articles, check out our website moremovies.co.uk. And join us on social media at More Movies For You. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all across the board. You know the score. If you enjoy what we do, please consider supporting us at buymeacoffee.com or join us on one of our packages on Patreon. The links are in the description down below. And for more filmtastic content, click one of the buttons on screen now.